Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your comments, and thank you for your thumbs up. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. Well, a Black American woman has come up with a wonderful idea about sharing where she came from in Africa. So the Africans are always asking us, where are you from? I'm from Alabama. Where are you really from? I'm from Alabama. Where are your grandparents from? Alabama. Where are your great grandparents from? Alabama. Where are your great great grandparents from? Mississippi. You see where it goes? They want you to give them a place in Africa. Now, some Black Americans are saying that they didn't come from Africa, that they are indigenous to the United States, or that they are Indians or something or another like that. Well, that's not me. My family came from Africa. They came on the boat. So they came from somewhere in Africa. Now, no matter how many times you explain the transatlantic slave trade to these people, they are never satisfied. They want you to give them a place in Africa where you came from, a place that didn't even exist when our ancestors were in Africa. But they want you to give them a place. They want you to give them a tribe. We don't know what the gotcha is. We don't know what they're getting out of these gotcha moments, but they never stop. Every time you look around, there's another African asking a Black American, where are you really from? So this young woman has come up with a novel idea about answering where you came from in Africa. And I think it's such a novel idea that I think we should all take this approach. When somebody asks us where we're from, we say America. Where in America? We say Texas. Where in Texas? We say San Antonio. Where did your family come from before they got to San Antonio? Virginia. Well, where did they come from before they got to Virginia? This is at the point that it has become ridiculous. So, if they want to make it ridiculous, you make it ridiculous. So, take a listen.
Listen, I'm a Black American, and when I go and I see how they left out the Maasai on my ancestry map, okay? When I see how they left that out, there was a mistake, okay? There's a big mistake. So they need to update this map, okay? Matter of fact, I'm going to update it for them, okay? Because I know back in my ancestry, way, way back in the day, there had to be at least one Maasai. There had to be at least one Maasai. They just missed out on this little part. I'm not sure. They must have just walked over and something happened. I'm not quite sure. But you know what? They need to get that right. They need to get that right. But see, I'm getting it right now. You see this? I'm making my ancestor one of them from way back in the day. One of them, okay? One of them is Maasai, okay? I'm an honorary Maasai descendant.
And just like that, she knows where she's from in Africa. She's from East Africa. The Maasai live in Kenya, Tanzania, and maybe some of the other East African countries. And I think that's a great idea. Just pick a tribe, but preferably not a tribe from these people who keep asking you where you really from. In fact, the whole migration story of Africa, we were a part of that story. There are historians who believe that we migrated from East or North Africa anyway, because every time conflict comes to Africa, what do the people do? They bounce. So it is entirely possible that that is what happened to our ancestors. They migrated from East and North Africa and Central Africa into West Africa where they were captured. I actually am about to make up my own country in Africa where I'm from, and it won't be from any of these places that these people keep badgering us about where we're from. Also, geneticists, and these are the people who actually study genetics and DNA and not these entertainment forums, but the real geneticists say that Black Americans' DNA resembles the migration patterns of Africa. We have DNA that matches with West Africans and Central Africans, not even counting the DNA with what happened when we got here. But they say that we have DNA that goes all the way back to East and North Africa. So the real story of who we are hasn't been told anyway. If we want to make up an East African tribe or even a North African tribe, we are perfectly free to do that. We are not bound by West Africa. That's just a pickup point. That was the transporting point. But when we got there and how we got there, it has yet to be uncovered. So we don't have to give anybody a definite West African location. Because again, these are the people who seem to be concerned about where we are really from. Most of us are content being Black Americans, Black American descendants of slavery, Black American freedmen, foundational Black Americans, Solons, all of these names, and I don't know what all of these names even mean at this point, but we are the same people. And these are my people. We are each other's people. We are primarily each other's people. We don't have any other people that we can claim. And it is baffling that other people are so concerned about how we identify. We are our own unique group of people with our own culture, our own history, our own lifestyle, our own way of doing things, and we aren't bothering anybody. So it is, again, baffling that people are so concerned about how we identify, who we are, where we came from. We are Americans. And after everything is said and done, after all the documentation is in, after all the timelines have been read, it's still going to come back to one thing. We are Black Americans. That's what we are, and that's what we're going to be. We don't have any other homeland that we can claim. This is our home. Okay, y'all. Let me know what you think about this video. What do you think about making up a place? Some of y'all are not going to do it because some of y'all don't care, I know. But just for fun, if you decide to make up a place, just make up anywhere. Just make up anywhere because at this point, it doesn't even matter. Okay, have a good evening.